Hello, my name's Alicia. Welcome to my channel. Today I have for you a Hello Fresh box. I've really enjoyed this subscription. This is the third box we've gotten. It is $8.99 per serving and $7.99 shipping. And that is for 2 people, 3 times a week with meat and veggies. So I am guessing the prices go up and down, maybe depending, vegetables are probably cheaper, etc. I will say, and this advice goes for any subscription box right now, if you're not prepared to give a lot of grace to these companies, I would suggest not signing up for a brand new box, whether it's a clothing subscription, whether it's this one. I think you're pretty safe with the ones that are like, everybody gets the same, but if you're anything that's curated to you, be prepared for a lot of grace. This is our third box. We've gotten them all in the quarantine. Every box has had some minor issue. This box was supposed to be here on Saturday. For whatever reason, it did not get here, so I'm sure that's in the landfill somewhere, and they sent us this box. I don't mind, it is what it is. I got the food. On the first box, they sent the wrong recipe card. Again, no big deal. On the second box, they gave us the wrong food for our recipe, which again, I could have reached out to customer service. I'm sure they would have made it right, but it's not that big of a deal. I ended up making some kind of mystery surprise with the ingredients they had given me. So anyway, this is HelloFresh, and it comes out to $20 a meal for us, which is way more than I would spend on a meal I was cooking. So they give you really nice recipe cards, and I like that because you can save them and then recreate it. So we have Gouda pork burgers, we have cherry balsamic chicken, and we have beef ragu spaghetti. I don't know quite why I got this one, other than I knew my daughter would eat it, and she is not a fan of the ones I choose. But spaghetti is something you can make for dirt cheap. So unless this is some kind of gourmet spaghetti, this will be the most expensive spaghetti I've ever made. So I think in the moment, I just wanted to get something my daughter would eat. But again, I kind of think that maybe that was ridiculous because it's 20 bucks for spaghetti. So I do know if you probably search in YouTube for other people's channels, I know I've seen some larger channels where HelloFresh is starting to give big discounts, like $40, and I'm sure that $40 is spread over several boxes. I don't personally have any codes for you, and I know when I signed up at that moment they weren't doing codes. Anyway, so the box comes nicely packaged. We had done these before but a different brand. And I will say back in the day when we did do them, packaging was something that, at least that particular company, it was a lot of packaging, and I felt bad putting it in the trash. I will say I feel like they've probably all gotten better, but I feel like most of this is recyclable. Now I will say this probably isn't. Now it says recycling up here, but I doubt this foam is. But this is something they have to put in because of the summer. I don't think they were putting it in earlier. But they come in these nice bags, which are recyclable. They are labeled, and they have everything you need in them. So I really like that perspective, is that everything is nicely labeled. And it looks like this time we got all of the correct items, so everything is correct. You do get these really nice cooler packs, which it does say recycle me, but you have to empty out the other stuff into the trash, because in reality you cannot have like 55 of these in your freezer. And then they do give you your meat label. Like this is the ground pork for the pork burgers. This is the chicken, and then here is the ground beef. So again, I really do feel silly getting the spaghetti. That's the most expensive spaghetti I'll ever make. But I'm sure it'll be good, and we'll eat it, and it's no big deal. HelloFresh does have extras. It varies week to week. I got some chicken sausage that I made some stuff with, and they're fairly decent price. Sometimes it's like a lunch ravioli or a lunch salad kit. And there's just a few of them. It's not too much, but you can add extras. I did not. So anyway, again, this is $8.99 per serving, $7.99 for shipping. They do have deluxe meals, but they run $5.99. I've seen even $7.99 extra per serving. And I don't necessarily feel like you're getting that much extra for what equates to be $11 to $18 more. It may be a piece of steak, but it's not like I feel like the sides are deluxe. But anyway, I am very happy with HelloFresh. My husband and I have really enjoyed it. It's been fun to try new recipes. I will say, at least in my last 2 boxes, the things I picked were very, in my mind, labor intensive compared to my normal cooking. Normally, we're like grilled chicken breast, maybe a baked potato in the oven, and some vegetables. So we're very easy, low-key, simple. With the HelloFresh, it's been fun because I feel like I'm a chef, but it's also almost tiring, and I have lots of dishes. Now, luckily in my household, I do the cooking and my husband does the dishes, but I have felt sorry for him because there's just lots of dishes, lots of chopping things. But I have really enjoyed it. And we will do one tonight, so probably right after this in a little bit, I will get started, and when I post this video, you will see me make one of these. But anyway, I will talk to you again once I'm cooking. Okay, so I am gonna do the Gouda pork burgers. This is my second burger from them. I loved the first one. It tasted so gourmet. I feel like it was almost worth every bit of the $20. I will say it was heavy. I will also say the recipes I've been picking from this, I feel like are maybe heavier in calories or whatnot. But anyway, they are really good. So it has an ingredients list, like I said. I really think that this is awesome, that it makes it easy for you to recreate. And one thing that I never did much of was pan roasting, and a lot of the recipes pan roast. I think I will pan roast things for like the rest of my life, so I really like that. I will say that they have you fry things a lot. So the last time they wanted me to fry the burger, I did not fry the burger. I put it on the grill. Tonight, I will also put it on the grill. So it tells you very easily, step by step. So the first thing, is to preheat your oven, and then it tells you what to do. So I will go get my stuff, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have you down here so you can see what I'm doing versus really see my face. So I just love how they have everything packaged. Like here are our buns. I think it's so cute. They literally have like 2 pieces of cheese in here, mayonnaise. They have the cutest little thing of hot sauce. Whenever they give hot sauce, my husband uses that. I do not use that. Smoked paprika, and then they have kind of, all the veggies. So the first thing they want us to do is to cut the potatoes, cut the onions, quarter the lime, etc. The one thing I will say, a tip I do, is parchment paper. So I always, anymore, when I am baking things on a sheet, I get a piece of parchment paper. This is a lifesaver for cleanup. I don't know, it's just my tip. Parchment paper, and it makes cleanup so much easier. So in the picture, it's showing like baked potatoes, but we have baby potatoes. So I will totally make that work. We're gonna have chips in reality versus wedges, which again, fine with me. There are usually like a few things that they assume you have on hand. Salt, pepper, olive oil. So there are things like that they assume you have on home, but they are clearly the basic thing. I would assume everybody has a cooking oil, and everybody has salt and pepper. So I will say that this is fun for me. I really do enjoy it. Like I said, most of my dinners are just easy peasy, not too much of this. So I do enjoy this a lot. I wish it could magically come cheaper. I totally understand that you're paying for the convenience and then putting together menus and recipes. It's just $20 for me per dinner is quite a bit. But again, I do enjoy it, and we have had delicious meals. So I've got the potatoes chopped. Then it wants, oh no, I guess I have one more potato. And then it wants me to cut the onion up. So that's usually the first step, is that they want you to do all of the produce first. All right, I am back. I have the potatoes are done. I have my onions chopped. It had me quarter the lime, and then I have some minced garlic. And I got this handy dandy thing in my, so now that I dropped it, in my Taste of Home box. So that's how I mince the garlic. These are potato buns. I think last time we had brioche buns, and I think last time they came cut, not that it matters at all. So they have you cut the buns. So I would never buy fancy buns like this. I just buy just the regular, whatever, the cheapest little white hamburger bun. So I think it's just fun, like, to have like a fancy burger. And so then the next thing it has you do is place the potatoes on the baking sheet and then toss with olive oil. Like I said, there are a few things that they kind of assume you have. It says to kind of put some salt and pepper on. I know in the next step it wants me to have some butter, so that's another thing they assume that I have. So it says to put like about half of the paprika on. So I did that. So far I have loved everything they've had us bake. So I'm sure if you didn't have olive oil, you could just use the regular vegetable oil or whatever oil you had. So I'm just kind of mixing that through, and then I will place that in the oven, and we will get on to our next step. I will also say I really like their sauces. I'm just going on to step 6, even though that's not really what we're supposed to do. So, or I guess step 5. I was talking about this sauce. So again, we're not fancy. If we have a hamburger, we're eating, you know, regular mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, whatever. So it never, I don't know, occurs to me to take mayonnaise, take sour cream, and you mix those two together. I hate sour cream, but they had us do this in our last burger, and it's so tasty. And so then in that, it wants you to do a little bit of lime juice. It wants a little bit of the garlic, salt and pepper, and then mix that up. So again, I really like the sauces and the attention to detail. You wouldn't think that that would equal too much exciting, but at least the last sauce we made was just really yummy. So next up, it wants us to put 2 tablespoons of butter in a frying pan. And again, they're assuming that you have butter, and they are asking you to add all of the onion in there, and also add salt and sugar. I find the sugar interesting, but it probably adds some sweetness. That was probably too much sugar, but hey, it is what it is. So let's see. Sliced onion, sugar, salt, and then they want you to cook it to down. And so this is actually where the little thing of sriracha goes. I am not a big fan of onions anyway, but I will probably add the teeniest bit of sriracha and then put the rest on my husband's burger by itself, because I know a little sriracha goes a long, long way. So they basically want you to cook these onions until they are golden brown. And while those are cooking, it is talking about the recipe for the burgers. So you combine the pork, some of the minced onion, garlic, the rest of the paprika, and some more sugar, salt, and then you make patties. Again, they want you to fry it. I am going to cook it on the grill. You can hear the onions cooking. And And I think because I checked in the recipe, I was supposed to mince some onions for the patties. I think I'm gonna have to get out some of my onion in the refrigerator to get that accomplished. So again, they have you put the hamburger, some onion, salt and pepper. They're all of the garlic, the rest of the paprika. It wants you to add some sugar. Once again, probably too much. Just for fun, I put a downsing of some lime in there. So they want you to mix this up and basically make 2 patties. I know in the past when I got the meat, I'm like, there's no way this is going to make, you know, even 1 burger, but it somehow works out just fine. Last time I had my husband do this part, I am not a huge fan of touching raw meat, so just make the patties. Again, they want you to fry these. I am gonna bake them, or not bake them, I am gonna put them on my grill, trying to get them even here. So anyway, I got that done. The onions are cooking, and I'm gonna go basically put these on the grill. So I had buttered the buns and put them on the grill. I will say that the pork stuck a little bit, but anyway, it's working out fine. So here is the finished product. I was kind of wondering why they had me put the sugar in the pork and in the onions. But that's another thing I love about any of these boxes. You're learning things, and oh my gosh, adding that sugar makes the onions and the pork such a nice caramelized, yummy, yummy flavor. So I cannot wait to dive into this. So we just finished the pork Gouda burgers. They were excellent. I honestly feel like they were worth every penny of the $20. Both my husband and I think they were definitely better than any like hamburger chain. Honestly, I think they were almost better than any restaurant burger you would get. So we really enjoyed that. Both burgers we've gotten. We got another burger, I think in our first box, and they are just delicious. The sauce, like you wouldn't think putting mayonnaise, sour cream, salt and pepper, paprika, and some lime would do anything, but it is so delicious. So anyway, we are definitely pleased with our meal tonight.